Alright, what's up? Gorgon here again. Just gonna be a one-take Andy on this. Not trying to be a doomsayer, but been having a little bit of fun in Wrath Lich King. Been playing since Classic. I've been playing since original Classic Vanilla, but a lot of time has passed since then. So it's gonna be a little bit of a rant video. Heading up to do Scarlet Monastery Library, but basically just going over basically like the fate of legacy content in general. And Wrath of Lich King is doing really well right now, and it's going to be popping off probably all the way until Ulduar, and then probably hit a steep decline. And the reason for that is it's one, there's finite content. It's the same stuff we've done for years, basically. So there's not a whole lot new. There's the Joy's Journeys is nice. It definitely makes leveling a lot easier, a lot more fun. Basically, just leveling with friends mainly. But outside that, it's like there's nothing really new. It's like the nostalgia effect is gonna wear off, and we will be stuck back where we were in Burning Crusade whenever Sunwell Plateau hit. Where basically you just see a massive player drop off, and people just start going elsewhere because they're pretty much over with it. Where the hell am I going? Oh, military ward, that's right. But that coupled with, like, where's the end of this? It's like, are they doing a cataclysm? Are they doing mop? Are we going to WAD? I don't think we should do any of those. Personally, I think Cataclysm was fine. Dungeon content was the hardest it's ever been. It was the earliest iterations of Mythic Plus, in my opinion. I did love all the raids outside Dragon Soul. And even Dragon Soul, it wasn't terrible up until they did that 30% nerf, and then they dropped LFR the same patch. So that's mainly why I think everyone just kind of craps on Dragon Soul. Or not Dragon Soul, but what would it be? Cataclysm in general. And they made poor decisions in that raid, making like the second to last fight being harder than the actual last fight, and the last fight being super disappointing for a big bad dragon fight. So, like, where do we go after this? No one knows. That we go back to retail. It's like Dragonfly looks promising, but so does almost any expansion whenever they pump money into the promotional trailers and whatnot, and them taking back on basically the whole dragon flying aspect of it. It means that I don't think Blizzard knows how to make a fun expansion anymore. And it's like they're always reeling back because God forbid player base has a fun time. Um, yeah, so retail is basically kind of dead in the water, in my opinion. I wish it wasn't true. I love playing my monk. Monk is my favorite tank class by far. But here we are. Here we are once again playing a older version of the game back whenever it was more fun. Uh, Now I am on Maladath, so kind of bleeds into the next point where it's like fresh servers, and I didn't think I would play a fresh server because I have so much uh, enhanced Shami gear that you can't from Nax and whatnot, so you can't get it anymore. So like I have a whole like regalia and whatnot, so a bunch of like random trinkets and stuff that I like keeping. Um, but basically, I swapped over to Fairlena from Scarum, and basically it was just because population literally withered on Scarum. I never thought that would happen because it was basically Herod's runoff. But after Onslaught and Space Force left, there was no one else there. Now Fairlene is packed to the gills, but that coupled with there's no gold sync, and they don't punish bots, they don't punish RMTs. So basically, you are just stuck on a server with people who've spent thousands of dollars and have millions of gold, damn near. So it's like, do I want to be doing GDKPs the rest of my life? not particularly. Now, if a GDKP existed on a realm that actually did care about bots and cared about real money transactions, then yeah, that would be a little bit more compelling. You have someone that's throwing their weight around in gold, trying to like get some stuff because maybe they don't play all the time. Maybe they just mess with the market. That's fine. It's like because you're not just pulling out your credit card and buying something. That's WoW's been pay to win for a very long time, and it's gonna stay pay to win until Blizzard wants to pull their head out of their ass. To be honest, but it's unfortunate, but that's how the game is. And these fresh servers, it's like a breath of fresh air, but that's what it is. It's a breath. Give it a month, month and a half, wait till the bot schemes start rolling, and then this realm will be tainted with the same problem every other realm has. So I think fresh servers was a good idea. I think it's definitely uh, it's a better alternative than some, but people are entrenched in their servers. They have friends that are on their servers. They have people that they've known. There is a sense of somewhat community and whatnot. And I'm not saying like, oh, seeing the same people every day means something, but there is an intangible like effect of getting to know people on your server, which is gonna be lost like that. But my last one is basically like I said this earlier, but there's no new innovations. There's nothing different. They have not changed anything. It is just the same game. It is the same game, and it's been the same game the last three times. It's like they add very minor stuff that takes zero dev time, zero effort. It's basically just number policing, and there's nothing new. It's like personally, I one of the reasons why I love like Legion and why I love even retail. Love is a very strong word. It's just an aspect of retail that I enjoy. Is I love Mythic Plus, and honestly, with the dungeon setup and whatnot for Classic and BC and retail, not retail, but Wrath of Lich King, dungeons are in one of their best states outside maybe Cataclysm dungeons. I would love to see this like legacy versions of transmog or titles or mounts or something to be rewards if they don't want to actually input like new gear, but even having like new like random gear pieces, it's like classic Mythic Plus would be fun. Like how fun would it be to do like a Mythic Plus version of Blackrock Depths? I'm not saying all the time, but say you do it once. Put no time limit on it because that's the problem with get that's a problem with Mythic Plus outside of like super high competitive. It's like just especially with those super large dungeons, how do you scale how much time that would take? Depends on what you want to do. So I would say take the time limit off, old, ramp up the Mythic Plus. Maybe you don't do it like every level. Maybe do it like every 5 levels. Mythic plus 5, Mythic 10, 15. And then just see if you can complete it. And you get a title, you get a mount, you may get some transmog pieces that are nifty. Just something different. Because as fun as this is, and it's limited, it's finite, there's nothing different. So, so nothing different will happen whenever people hit the end. What will happen is people get tired. People get frustrated that they're playing the same game, that they're putting in more effort than others, apparently. And whenever you do hit that wall, which will probably be Uldar because they're not nerfing Uldar, people won't really want to play. I'm gonna go grab that tin real quick, but they won't want to play. Same whenever Nax came out. That's why Scarum died. You struggled to find people. Like you could barely keep a couple 40-man raids running. Um, that's why Sunwell Plateau dropped. You just see massive drop-offs, and I was like, my main problem with that is like the only time to gear alts and whatnot is in GDKPs, and basically, like everything outside Sunwell dried up. Like, you could not find a high gel for your save your life for maybe a month. So there's just a lot of problems with legacy content. It is it is great content, and they are great expansions, and they are fun, and they do a lot for a lot of people. But I'm just saying, if they don't change, well, where do we go from here? Do we go back to retail? Because I highly doubt maybe half, maybe more. They aren't here because they want to play new WoW. They're here because nostalgia, and they're here because they like the older iterations. So here's looking at you, Blizzard. I hope you try and do something because I do love your game. Would love to see World of Warcraft 2 in my lifetime at some point. Doubtful, but um, just continue the storyline from here, and let's see where the journey takes us. For now, that's all. Take it easy.